Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fort Knox, Kentucky. I am Major Michael Britz, your narrator for today's graduation ceremony. At this time, we'd like to welcome all general officers, senior officers, command sergeant majors, and distinguished guests. On behalf of Major General Antonio Manera and Command Sergeant Major Roy Young, thank you for your attendance today. Today's ceremony honors the successful completion of Advanced Camp. The graduating unit for today is the 4th Regiment of Advanced Camp, the General Gordon R. Sullivan Regiment. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Cadet Zachary Sturm from Virginia Military Institute. The color guard is comprised of cadets selected from the regiment. They are led by Cadet Daryl Rightquick from Seattle University. Also participating in today's ceremony is the 100th Army Band from Fort Knox, Kentucky, commanded by Chief Warrant Officer 3 Chad Allward and Drum Major Master Sergeant Billy F. To your far left, you'll see the salute battery provided by 277 Field Artillery Regiment, 2nd Stryker Brigade Combat Team, 4th Infantry Division from Fort Carson, Colorado. They are led by 2nd Lieutenant Abigail Nelson and Staff Sergeant Dakota Diamond. This ceremony marks the culmination of 35 days of rigorous and intensive training for these young men and women. For them, Advanced Camp served as a test of their leadership abilities and potential to be an Army officer. They have emerged from this challenge confident in their ability to assume the tremendous responsibilities of being an Army officer. The cadets of 4th Regiment are now formed in front of you. Each regiment has had the honor of having bestowed upon it a namesake. This namesake is in honor of a general officer whose values and accomplishments represent the best that the Army has to offer. 4th Regiment has had the distinct privilege of honoring General Gordon R. Sullivan. General Sullivan graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in history from Norwich University in 1959 and was commissioned as a 2nd Lieutenant in the Armor Branch. During his career, General Sullivan served as a commanding general of the 1st Infantry Division at Fort Riley, Kansas, and Deputy Commandant for U.S. Army Command at General Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. His service culminated in his appointment as Chief of Staff of the Army, during which time he created the vision and led the team that transitioned the Army performance Cold War posture. His overseas assignments include 4 tours in Europe, 2 in Vietnam, and 1 in Korea. Some of General Sullivan's awards include the Defense Distinguished Service Medal, the Legion of Merit, the Bronze Star Medal, and the Purple Heart. General Sullivan passed away on January 2nd, 2024. In honor of their completion of Advanced Camp, the cadets from Gordon R. Sullivan Regiment will be receiving a 3-gun salute in the form of a cadet cannonade. In a moment, the commander of troops will bring the units to attention and present arms. The reviewing officer for today's ceremony is General Gary M. Brito, Commanding General of the U.S. Army Training and Doctrine Command. He is accompanied by the host and the Regimental Tactical Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Struzik. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the rendering of honors to the reviewing officer and the invocation offered by Chaplain Candidate 2nd Lieutenant Jimmy Griffin.
I ask you to join me in your faith as I pray in mine. Gracious and sovereign God, I come to you to say thank you. Thank you for the momentous occasion as these cadets have undergone and overcome 35 days of rigorous, challenging, and demanding advanced camp training. I thank you for giving them the strength, wisdom, and courage as they learned how to qualify with an M4 carbine rifle, conducted tactical team movements, overcame fears of doing the rappel tower and obstacle courses, exemplified great cohesion skills during the team development course, and endured 12 nights in the woods for their field training exercise. I ask that you bless them as they continue their education and move forward in their ROTC and Army careers. Continue to watch over them and give them peace in all situations and circumstances. Continue to give them favor with their professors, peers, and leaders. I ask that you bless their families, friends, and all those who support them on their journey. I ask that you give them traveling grace as they return to their homes and schools. Lastly, I ask a special blessing for the cadets who arrived here on 14 June but are not present, and for you to give them strength and confidence. I honor you for all that you do and who you are. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The colors are now being brought forward by the Commander of Troops. The flags present at today's ceremony are the national colors, the Army field flag, and the Cadet Command colors.
Sir, the colors are present!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem and remain standing during the firing of the cadet cannonade. We ask that military personnel in uniform maintain their hand salute until the completion of the cadet cannonade. The United States Army ROTC Cadet Cannonade salutes the three pillars of our service to the nation. Duty. Obedience and disciplined performance despite difficulty or danger. Duty requires self-responsibility and selfless devotion. Honor. Encompassing integrity and dedication. Honor is the thread which holds together the fabric of our Army. Country. for which men and women have given their lives. Our country shines as a light of freedom and dignity to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The Cadet Creed was adopted to instill in Army cadets the values that are critical for successful performance. Cadet Sonny Shorty from New Mexico Military Institute will now recite the Cadet Creed.
I am an Army cadet. Soon I will take an oath to become an Army officer, committed to defending the values that makes this nation great. Honor is my touchstone. I am the men mission first, people always. I am the past, the spirit of those warriors who have made the final sacrifice. I am the present, the scholar and mental soldier, enhancing my skills in the science of warfare and art of leadership. But above all, I am the future warrior leader of the United States Army. May God give me the compassion and feathers to lead, the gallantry to battle to win. I will do my duty. Here's the next, sir. Green light. Bring your units to parade. Rest.
The greater community of Fort Knox and our national and local service organizations are here to show their support to our future Army leaders. These cadets have demonstrated superior character and service throughout training and will be recognized for their efforts today. Also, we kindly ask family and friends to remain seated during the awards presentation. The awardees will be brought forward immediately following the ceremony for pictures. The AUSA Leadership Excellence Award is presented by Colonel Retired Walter Meinhausen. This award is presented to the top cadet in each regiment as determined by a regimental cadre board. This award is presented to Cadet Logan Meyer from University of Nebraska-Lincoln. The First Command Financial Services Award is presented by Ms. Kristen Manko, the Financial Advisor. This award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates the leadership traits necessary to encourage teamwork, improve unit cohesion, and reinforce mission accomplishment. This award is presented to Cadet Dylan Meister from Methodist University. The USAA Warrior Ethos Award is presented by Mr. Richard Villa. This award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrated the Army profession, ethics, and officership while exemplifying the warrior spirit. This award is presented to Cadet Alexandra Diaz from Kansas State University. The Armed Forces Bank Performance Awards presented by Mr. Ron Moore. This award is presented to the cadet that best demonstrates respect for other cultures and people by effectively utilizing the training scenarios to demonstrate their mastery of the cross-cultural competencies needed in complex environments. This award is presented to Cadet Shiloh Davis from the University of South Florida. The Army National Guard Association of the United States Excellence Award is presented by Lieutenant Colonel Troy D. Forston. This award is presented to the Army National Guard cadet who demonstrates the most improvement in physical and mental preparedness for commissioning. This award is presented to Cadet Logan Revere from Bowling Green State University. The Reserve Organization of America Award is presented by Major General Edward H. Merrigan, Commanding General of the 84th Training Command. This award is given to the cadet that embodies the characteristics of a comprehensive soldier by demonstrating resilience and the lifelong pursuit of enhanced performance to cope with adversity in stressful situations and thrive in life. This award is presented to Cadet Wyatt Fox from Lock Haven University. The Military Order of the World Wars Award is presented by Colonel Retired John Butler. This award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates the ability to evaluate, analyze, apply, and understand experiences and capabilities to solve tactical problem sets. This award is presented to Cadet Luke Patterson from New Mexico State University. The Military Officers Association of America Award is presented by Colonel Retired John Butler. This award is given to the cadet that has demonstrated superior dedication to duty by accepting accountability for self and assigned unit through employment of team members, all while applying the fundamentals of leadership. This award is presented to Cadet Jada Hurst from the University of Washington at Seattle. The Bold Leader Spirit Award is presented by Sergeant Major Retired Robert Moore, presented to the cadet who best demonstrates appropriate motivational techniques, inspirational leadership, and the spirit of a leader. This award is presented to Cadet Scott Finster from University of Alaska, Fairbanks. The Magellan Federal Award is presented by Ms. Megan Hoffman, Performance Expert. This award is presented to the male and female cadet who achieved the overall highest score on the Army Combat Fitness Test. This award is presented to Cadet Isaac Semedeni from Utah State University. The United States Army Reserve Truman Citizen Soldier Award is presented by Brigadier General Christina Green, Commanding General of the 104th Training Division. This award is presented to the Army Reserve cadet in each regiment that has distinguished themselves amongst their peers as a top performer and exemplifies outstanding leadership qualities. This award is presented to Cadet Neil Datello from Catholic University. The Ricondo Award is presented to the cadets who displayed superior individual performance. These cadets were first-time goes of the Army Combat Fitness Test, earning 80 points or more in each event. They were first-time goes on the Confidence course, completing 10 out of 10 obstacles successfully. They were first-time goes in completing a 6-mile road march in 90 minutes or less with their regiment. They were first-time goes in the hand grenade assault course, completing the course as an expert. Additionally, these cadets were first-time goes in land navigation, defined as 90% or higher on the written test and obtaining 7 out of 8 correct points on the practical course. Lastly, these cadets were first-time goes in qualifying as a sharpshooter or higher in basic rifle marksmanship. Cadets from the 4th Regiment awarded the Ricondo badge have been annotated in your program with an asterisk by their name. At the completion of the ceremony, today's awardees will return to the field for individual congratulations and photo opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving our awardees a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the guest speaker for today's ceremony, General Gary M. Brito, Commanding General of the United States Army Training and Doctrine Command.
Good morning, everybody. Okay, we'll try it one more time. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A distinguished guest, families and friends, and most importantly, the cadets of the 4th Regiment completing your cadet summer training. My name is Gary Brito, and I'm very happy to be here today. Now, For the cadets on the field, this will be a non-doctrinal command. Unlock your knees and please relax. Yes, I'm serious about that. I know it's not hot and very humid, but you've been working for a long time. And I saw the buses pulling up here at 5:45 this morning, so I know you've been up for a while. Hey, cadets, our future leaders, I am genuinely so very proud of each and every one of you. You have achieved a big milestone on the path to becoming an officer in the United States Army. So I'm going to go off script for a minute and ask you to join me in giving yourselves a round of applause. Outstanding. General Manera, Sergeant Major Young, thank you so much for this opportunity. Today is a day of celebration, and I am sure that you will soon enjoy some air conditioning, perhaps a pizza, and some refreshing beverage, a legal one of course, as you depart Fort Knox and cadet summer training. And to the cadets and the families, I am also smart enough to know that you've been here for over a month. It's been hot, and the last thing you want is a long speech. So I'll do my very best to be brilliant, brief, and get off this stage. And team, before I continue, I would like to both recognize and thanks the cadre that was sourced from all across the United States Army that made this training possible, and the leadership of the many, many ROTC brigades and universities. Not only did you collectively give these cadets, our future leaders, a challenge and some very good training, you also built some capacity within your own ranks. And please take it from me, these two actions have and will make our entire U.S. Army better. So again, please accept my gratitude and a thank you from all the senior leaders as well. A great job. Now team, I would like to take a moment to recognize my host and the commander of the Cadet Command, Major General Andy Manera. And Andy, I would like to personally thank you for your hard work, dedication, and commitment over the past 2+ years as a commanding general of the U.S. Army Cadet Command. And Andy, please know that thousands of leaders are performing well today because of your personal touch and leadership of this important organization. Now to our future leaders, families, and friends on the field today, this cadet summer training cycle will be Andy's last event as he will soon relinquish command. So I would like to go off script and ask all of those in the audience to help me recognize this fantastic officer in general for his tremendous service to our nation. Thank you, Andy. Job well done. And now, we're going to shift focus to our future leaders, the true VIPs of today's ceremony, our cadets from hundreds of ROTC programs across the nation. You will soon begin your final lap around this track towards your commissioning. And many of you have experienced varying levels of training in ROTC, including morning PT sessions, land navigation, late study nights, Ranger Challenge, marksmanship, and more. You may have faced obstacles and self-doubt, but you overcame them with determination, resilience, and a bit of what I'll call old school stick-it-to-ness. It's a non-doctrinal word, by the way. And as I said up front, you have achieved a critical milestone on the way to becoming a future leader in the United States Army. So ladies and gentlemen, in front of us today we have about 600 future lieutenants. And each and every one of you are the living embodiment of what our great Army ROTC programs produce. Each and every one of you, you got this, please trust me. And I cannot wait to see you soar. Here at Cadet Summer Training, you have become familiar with the importance, and please listen to me here, You have become familiar with the importance of having a battle buddy and being a great battle buddy and a productive member of a team. You have learned about yourself and the responsibility of leadership and the importance of being a good follower as well. You have seen the value of mastering the basics in training. Please do remember that. And you've also learned the value of the non-commissioned officer. All of this and more builds a foundation for you to continue to grow and get better and get ready for those gold bars in a year or so. Now, team, if you think about it, Army ROTC and Cadet Summer Training is really quite awesome. It's a program where ordinary college students, for a variety of reasons, choose to do something extraordinary, challenge themselves, where young people, future leaders just like you, choose to serve on the best team out there, yes, the United States Army. I had a similar experience many years ago, back in 1987, a long time ago, I'll leave it at that. And trust me, you have shown what it takes to be a leader of character, competence, and commitment. You will soon be a professional in the United States Army. Now trust me, the next year or so will go by very quickly, and you will soon be part of a great team of motivated peers, leaders, and soldiers of all ranks. And it really doesn't get any better than that. And although the responsibility to lead young men and women can seem a bit daunting, and it will in the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, don't take it as a burden. You are ready. Take it as a privilege and an honor. Now, I promised you I was going to be brief and be gone. So now I'm going to close by offering just a few pieces of advice that I hope will serve you well as you finish your collegiate journey, pin on those gold bars in a year or so, and begin yet another journey of leadership in our Army. So just a few points, team. Number one, over the next year, continue to study hard and get better every day. This type of work ethic will serve you well as a brand new second lieutenant and beyond. And trust me, those years will go quickly. Continue to learn from your cadre, both the officers in your programs, and if you haven't picked up on it, I will say especially the non-commissioned officers. Each one of them, the officer in the NCO, throughout this cadet year and when you join your unit, have a responsibility to make you better and help you grow. Number three, understand what leadership is all about. Do not make this a hard science project. Leading from the front is more than just being the fastest runner on the 2-mile run or getting the highest score on the ECFT. That is very important. It is also about planning and executing hard training, authentic and genuine care, building cohesive teams, and more. Love your soldiers like they're your own. 4, and please do hear me on this one. You and only you control your character, your reputation, and your fitness. Start now and keep those things, 3 things in focus in the years to come. And lastly, team, trust the training you have received thus far, to include the last 35 days. And as you go home, shower up, get on a new uniform, and begin that last lap that I addressed earlier. Do it well. It may not be perfect, but the training that you're going to get is darn good, trust me. It will continue to give you the foundation to be a leader in our Army. It'll give you what you need to be ready for that commission that you'll get in a year or so. And it will posture you to learn more in the months and the years ahead. So ladies and gentlemen, Andy, Sergeant Major Young, family and friends, thank you so much for letting me share this momentous occasion with you. It will not be long before you will pin on those gold bars and then take an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States. So ladies and gentlemen on the field, I'll stop where I started. I am so very proud of you, and I know our Army is going to be in great hands because of you. Do well, victory starts here, be all you can be, and this will defend. Thank you very much.
Pass and review.
At this time, the Cadet Regiment will perform the ceremonial pass in review. Please remember to stand and render honors to the nation as the colors pass. At the rear of each company formation is the regimental cadre that provided enduring support and led these cadets to succeed at cadet summer training. Please give them a round of applause. Now passing the reviewing stand is the 100th Army Band from Fort Knox, Kentucky, commanded by Chief Warrant Officer 3 Chad Allward and Drum Major Master Sergeant Billy F. Now passing the reviewing stand is the Commander of Troops for today's graduation ceremony, Cadet Zachary Sturm from Virginia Military Institute.
Train delayed.
Now passing the reviewing stand is Alpha Company, led by Cadet Davis Cass from Pittsburgh State University.
Train delayed.
Now passing the reviewing stand is Bravo Company, led by Cadet Carter Campbell from Clemson University.
Train delayed.
Now passing the reviewing stand is the color guard, led by Cadet Daryl Rightquick from Seattle University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Charlie Company, led by Cadet Nick Hansen from Iowa State University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Delta Company, led by Cadet Chloe Hansen from Harvard University.
Train delayed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Army song. The words can be found in your program.
Sir, this concludes the ceremony. Leadership excellence, sir.
Train delayed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 4th Regiment Cadet Summer Training 2024 graduation ceremony. As a reminder, this ceremony can be viewed at youtube.com/ArmyROTC. Photos from today's ceremony can be viewed at flickr.com/ArmyROTC. Family and friends, please allow a few moments for your cadets to prepare for departure before joining them at the tents to the right side of the field. Please remain behind the white line in the family holding area. Your cadets will come out to see you shortly. Thank you for your attendance today. Leadership excellence.